guys, how you doing? This is Ty, and I'm back again to share with you another video. This is about Al Sharpton and Brandon Johnson. They are together right now, and they're having an interview with one another. Previous video that I had was about Al Sharpton not focusing on the issues that Black Americans have right now, which is a migrant issue. So I found this video, and this is like a week ago, a little over a week ago, and basically they're talking about Brandon Johnson, which is the mayor of Chicago, what he's going to do with his policies and stuff like that to help his city out, which is not really what the city, the citizens of his city is really care about at this minute. They more so care about really taking off Chicago from being a sanctioned city. But he's more focused on a racial issue, which is not really a racial issue that I'm thinking of. But I'll show you what exactly what I'm talking about.
Let me go right to it. The Chicago Tribune reports more than 630 buses have arrived in Chicago and the Chicago area in the past 16 months from Texas alone, carrying nearly 30,000 people in need of food, shelter, and a new life. What response did you get from lawmakers as you discussed this deepening crisis?
Okay.
Well, thank you, Reverend Al, for having me on, and Happy New Year to you. Look, we have this international crisis that really requires federal intervention that local government is being asked to subsidize. A local government is not designed or built to handle such a crisis. And since I've been in office, we've had well over 500 buses show up in the city of Chicago. In fact, closer to 600 now. Over 855 flights have come to Chicago. And now the governor of Texas is now chartering private planes landing in the city of Chicago and the surrounding area with migrants coming up from the Central and South America in particular. The governor of Texas is committed to causing chaos. And what I've done over the course of my first 8 months in office is work to bring some structure and some coordination around this mission.
Wow.
Like you said, 30,000 migrants have come through the city of Chicago. Right now, we have 15,000 migrants that I am sheltering in 27 different shelters.
Wow.
Roughly 4,500 children are in our Chicago public schools. We are providing health screenings. We are providing vaccination for migrants. And of course, we are working towards work authorization to place these families onto sustainability. But again, this mission is not sustainable without the support of the federal government. And so my conversation with the Illinois delegation is one, to make sure that we actually have an appropriations funding to actually deal with this crisis. Two, of work to expedite work authorization. And quite frankly, Reverend Al, what we need is a nationwide coordination to be able to address this crisis.
You know, it puts a tremendous burden on you and other Democratic mayors. I might add, many black mayors has been the focal of this. In fact, on third.
So the Honorable Al Sharpton over there, he mentioned that there are black mayors that's being focused right now, but it's not really black mayors. Brandon Johnson, their city wanted the migrants to go there, and New York also wanted the immigrants to go there also. And they are sanctuary cities, so all the sanctuary cities, not just those cities, all of them are having migrants coming there. Even Washington D.C., which is a sanctuary city, also they're having migrants going there also. So it's not a black and a white thing; it's a sanctuary city thing basically. And the governor of Texas, he is basically helping them out. They wanted them, and he's like, if you want them, here, I'll give it to you, because the president of the United States is not he's forcing the borders open, and he has no choice but to help me out. There's no help for the Texas mayor, and if you guys need them, here the citizens, here the migrants that you wanted, and he's letting them have it. He's letting them have what they wanted. They asked for it. Be honest with you.
Thursday, New York City Mayor Eric Adams filed a $700 million lawsuit
Wow.
against 17 charter bus companies who transported migrants from Texas.
Wow.
What are your thoughts about the case, and is this an action you would consider taking as well?
Well, look, you're absolutely right about the intentions of Governor Abbott. He is attacking democratically ran cities, and particularly cities that are being led by black leaders or leaders
Sanctioned
of color.
cities.
This is unconscionable. It's a very raggedy approach, and quite frankly, not only is it reckless and raggedy,
Right.
but it is evil spirited. And so, what we've done in the city of Chicago, I've passed an ordinance that calls for three things. One, that the state of Texas coordinate with the city of Chicago while buses are being sent to the city of Chicago. And so what we've asked is that the various cities apply for a permit, drop the buses off at a one particular landing zone between the hours of 8 and 5:30, Monday through Friday, and then provide us with a complete manifest so that we can better prepare for these migrants. And as you've indicated, many of them are coming to the city of Chicago and throughout the entire country in very desperate, dire straits. They just need so much support. There's no health screenings
Mm.
at the border, no vaccinations. There's not a very clear approach to how we actually put these families onto a pathway of sustainability. And so the ordinance that I passed, other cities around the city of Chicago have passed that ordinance. Again, just to bring some structure and some coordination. I know Mayor Adams signed an executive order to do just the same thing in the city of New York. And as far as this particular lawsuit, look, I think we have to do everything possible to bring some coordination and some structure around this mission. And
Yeah.
absent the act of Congress to invest in this mission, again, our local economies will not be able to sustain this
Yeah.
mission.
Because the lack of coordination, as you raise in your ordinance, I've seen where when Mayor Adams in New York made particular specifications in terms of time drop offs and all of these buses, they just dropped them off in New Jersey. And I saw clips where you talked about they dropped some migrants off 100 miles away and told them they were dropping them off in Chicago. So there needs to be some real coordination here. Let me go to this. Your new budget.
All right. Be honest with you guys, it's Mayor Johnson. He's being called right now the worst mayor in America. He's not listening to his his citizens, which they want the sanctuary city to be canceled. They don't want this migrant thing anymore. They're being overwhelmed with it, and he's going the other way. He's not listening to them. And in actuality, he's put in he's already put over $100 million into the migrants, which he's misspending, and just it's a mess. It's a mess in Chicago what he's doing. And also, there's a COVID relief that he found somewhere, and it's $90 million COVID relief. That COVID relief is for the citizens of Chicago, but he's using it for the migrants. And there's a lot of citizens over there that need that money, but he's mainly focused on the migrant issue, which he can cancel it or push to cancel, which he's not even considering. So, guys, I don't want to make this video that long. This is basically focal point that I wanted to make on this, because Al Sharpton, I don't know why is he even talking about this, because he's not focused on even anything about the black issue. This affects black people because our vote gets diluted, and if the migrants are but if there's migrants around, too many migrants around, we're not going to have the jobs that we need for ourselves. Also, I mean, we have to think about ourselves also. And basically, that's it, guys. So, what do you think about what I said? Do you think Al Sharpton should focus mainly on black issues? Because he's not even thinking about if it's concerned about black people. He's not. He doesn't. It seemed like, to be honest with you, it seemed like he doesn't even care. And Brandon Johnson, do you think that he's the worst mayor in the United States? It seems like that because he really doesn't care what the people are thinking in his city. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe, and let me know what you think. All right. See you guys later.